Howdy y'all, my name is Price. I'm coming at you with some more Be Happy. We are back playing Be Happy. How's it going, y'all? Today is gonna be a big day. It's gonna be a big construction day, which also means this episode's probably gonna be a little bit on the shorter side. So just letting y'all know that ahead of time, because we're probably gonna have a big old time lapse or two or three, who knows, of me constructing the spa area. And we'll talk about that in a little bit, but first let's do a little bit of housekeeping here. Let's take care of some of these things that we were working on before. So I already pulled out a couple of bees. We got this Edenic bee over here who's doing his thing. I'm getting experience just by being next to it. It's great. I've also got what is it? Oh, here it is. The Diligent Princess. So remember I had in here the Diligent Bee with like a Meadows or something like that in order to turn it into a Diligent, because we need to mix a Diligent with a Valiant to get a Sweetened Bee. So I will mix a Diligent with a Valiant and we will get a Sweetened Queen. So we'll be able to start this Sweetened Queen moving along in its process. Oh, here we got our Edenic. So cool. I need to run all these through the system, but that's like perfect timing. Let me quickly, before we do that, oh, come back here. Thank you. Let me quickly go. I need to throw some of this stuff into the system. Let's throw all these transfer pipes in there. We got plenty of transfer pipes. Let's throw these stone bricks in there. Let's go over here real quick to this bee that I've been, or this bee, to this chest that I've just been filling with a whole bunch of random nonsense. And yeah, let's do that, and I think we're good for the most part. That's our 9 of 13. We'll put that away real quick. Right, because we're wanting to maintain effects, so that's why we're not getting rid of effects. So let's grab you, and we'll put the Sweetened in there, and on this one we'll put the Growing. Oh, Sweetened, you need to be run through the system as well, so we'll pump you through. We're still working towards getting, I believe it's the Heroic Bee that we're working on, or it's the, let's see, it is the Fruity Bee, the one that gives the ripening effect, which will actually be perfect for what I've got planned, especially if we can get ourselves some of those fruit-bearing trees. I'll have to look into which ones are actually available in this version of the mod pack. But let's go ahead and let's start doing some moving stuff over so I can talk about what we're going to be doing for our for this sucker. Oh, let me go to sleep first. Bed's still all the way over here because I haven't moved it from when I started Magic. Jasmine has been talking me through some of the Thaumcraft stuff, and she gave me a link to some really good, what do you call them? Tutorials and things. So I'll be looking into that over the next couple of weeks, over the next couple of days, in order to figure that stuff out. So I should be able to figure that out by the time we're done with all this and have moved on to some other things. But right now I just need to move all these chests out of here. It's funny how like you walk really slowly when you're carrying these things, but you still fly super fast. Which I do actually need to go charge my jetpack as well before I start building. But let's talk about what it is that I'm planning on doing over here. There's some holes in there. Pigby didn't think about public health and safety. Come on, man. Come on. So I had a lot of ideas for what we could do with the spa. There were a lot of potential options that we could have taken. And y'all gave me some good ideas down below. And there was one that I was stuck on for quite some time. I was like, it's going to be modeled after like a Roman or Greek or a Turkish style of bath, like an ancient looking kind of bath. Because I thought like, oh yeah, that's a cool idea for like a spa, like, you know, kind of ancient baths, you know? And then as I was thinking about that more and more, another idea came to me that has kind of taken me over in what I would like to do. And essentially what that is I would like to build it in the style of a Japanese hot spring. Because I was looking across at some pictures over on Google, just kind of like what are some cool looking spas and things like that. And I came across a couple of really beautiful, just gorgeous looking Japanese hot springs. Apparently they're all over the place in Japan. I didn't know. New thing to learn. It's crazy. And essentially, a lot of them are just kind of like located out in the wilderness, as you would with a hot spring. It's not like you build a hot spring. It's something that is caused by geothermal activity from down below, right? But one of the things I was thinking about is that, you know, a lot of what I've got going on so far in this Skyblock is very typical Skyblock, right? I like to add some depth and some verticality, but the thing is, it's like, look, this is a big flat space, got a thing on it. This is a big flat space, got a thing on it. This is a big flat space, got some things on it. And I would like to do something that's going to kind of set outside of that norm. I want it to be something different. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to build this really, really big platform, and it's going to have like a river kind of running through it. It's going to be based off of one specific hot spring. I think it was called the Takagawa Onsen, something like that. I'll have to look it up, and I'll say it right the next time I talk about it. But it's this really cool, really big area. But what it is like, you have like a tiny little spa building, a little kind of Japanese structure, the Japanese style of architecture. And then it's got this river that runs through it. And then next to that river, slightly raised up, a couple of, like above a slightly small, like little rocky outcropping, is this little like kind of still water pool that is where the hot spring is, right? That's where people can go and sit. And then next to that is that Japanese building that would be where we would kind of house some of like the stuff for it. But for the most part, what it's going to look like is I want to have like trees and stuff. So because it looks like it's kind of like just situated in the middle of the forest or the middle of a jungle. And it's like there's like this river, and then there's like trees all around and everything like that. So what I want to do is I'm going to expand out this platform super big, and then I'm going to start putting into it some depth, some structure to it. So it's going to take me some time to really like kind of rework the space. But I think what I'll end up probably doing is like, we have this guy right here. I'll probably disconnect this, as I'm doing right now, and I'll disconnect these stairs. And likely what's going to end up happening is it's actually going to be from this up here will be the bridge that heads out across this big area over to where the spa is going to be. So like think about this height as being that. We'll cross like over the river. There'll be the water and stuff below us. There'll be the trees and whatnot in the backdrop. And I want it to really kind of be expandable. And then we'll have water rushing off of the edges, And then maybe I'll even get so silly and I'll even start giving it kind of like a more floating island under side to it rather than this very flat kind of spatula looking thing that we've had for a very long time. So that's the plan. That's what I would like to do. So I'm probably gonna have to do a ton of that. Basically, just to be straight with y'all, it's way easier. It's way easier for me to build and whatnot when I'm not also talking while I'm recording, because when I'm talking, I like to be very deliberate. And when I'm building, I like to be a little bit more creative. I like to try things, break them down, try things, break it down, try things, break it down. And when I do that on camera, I have a lot of trouble. I kind of struggle with that. So instead, I'd like to just do what I did last time with the building of the pig pen, where I'll kind of cut to me doing a bunch of building, and then maybe I'll cut back in and, kind of discuss what's built so far, and then cut back to doing some more building, and then come back, and then we'll talk a little bit more about what's done. I'd like to get it finished in this episode. No guarantees, because as we know, these big building projects can take hours. Like I think the pig pen, didn't I say it took me something like 5 or 6 hours to do that? And so this one that I'm taking on right now, this hot springs, it's probably going to be a larger endeavor. It's probably going to take me more time. So I don't know that we'll finish the whole thing, but we'll at least get, I think, like the bones of it constructed, and I'll work on that. So one thing I do want to look into though, and I can do this while we're on camera, is different kinds of stone that we have access to, because, trying to make something look natural in Minecraft is very difficult. So I'd like to look at what the different styles of stuff are that we could use. Let's get all these guys through here. How are y'all doing? All right, so I can pop in here. Wait, didn't I? Okay, cool. And then you need to be resent through, but no, because we got the growing princess, and that's what we need. So I need to mix that with an unweary drone. So I can take these growing drones, and I'll keep them around so that I can run them through the system just so that they'll stack for future use. But for right now, they'll just sit here. And these Edenics, I would like to run through as well. I pulled one of the Edenics out, right? No, I didn't. We're okay. All right, we're at 9 genetics labware. I might have to make some more labware. I should make an auto thing for genetics labware. I haven't done that yet, but I totally should. All right, so growing. Plus, let's grab where's my bee bag? Bee bag. It's probably here. Okay, and we're looking for an unweary, which, if y'all remember, is that kind of green... unweary. Oh my gosh, I don't see one. All right, do we have any in the system? We might. I think I've been making a bunch of unwearies. Unweary. There we go. So yeah, I did make some a long time ago. Okay, so we'll mix those together, and that will give us our thriving bee, which I think it's the one step below the... we'll mix that with the sweetened, and that will give us our next bee. And these guys make sugar, so part of me wants to also keep these guys going. So I'll think about what I'll do with the sweetens. I might let him go for a couple of generations once it's, or her, go for a couple of generations once it's pretty good so that I get a bunch of drones led around, and then maybe I'll try and get one of them in the system so we have infinite sugar. All right, let's get this thriving queen. Why aren't y'all... Oh, y'all don't match on your effect? Oh, because I ran the princess through again? Did I? I think I ran that through twice. Whoops. That's fine. All right, cool. So, Thriving Queen. Let's run that through. Oh, no, I need to run you through this thing. That's what I got to do. Anyway, so, like I was discussing earlier, the Japanese garden, or not Japanese garden, but Japanese hot spring style is kind of what we're going for. And so I'm going to get to work on constructing that. Let's look at some different types of stone. So, let's see. Stone, cobblestone, that kind of thing. All right, so we got mossy cobble. Is there any easy way for me to make mossy? I think there are a couple ways. Yeah, wheat and water, or there's plenty of ways that I can do it. And there's even like different color stone that I can get too. I can make all different kinds of color stone, so that's cool. Diorite, granite, andesite. Where can I get this stuff? I might not be able to get any of this stuff. Oh, mana infusion. Okay. Stone into that will give me andesite. Okay, so I can use mana to get some different types of stone, so that's cool. Okay, good to know. So far, though, most of this is just color swaps, so I could kind of like... I might try and pick a couple of these colors and kind of dot them out so it looks kind of like, you know how in rivers you have like slightly different colored stones? Some are a little bit more purple, a little bit more blue. They're mostly, I mean, they're all gray, but they all look kind of similar-ish. I'll try and maybe dot some throughout. Might be a thing that we'll do. First thing I got to do is expand that platform, and it's going to be a massive, massive shift. Okay, so here's all the different colored stones. Color cobblestone gray. So like I can get like these different like lighter and darker ones, which would be cool. Maybe mix in a blue one here or there, but I want to try and be as kind of genuine as we can to matching the style. So maybe like a brown one like this. That's a really good looking one actually. For like to match in with like some, okay, cocoa, fertilizer, brown dye. I'm sure I have brown dye drops as well, right? From one of my bees. Let me go and check actually. Oh, I never made this side have the platforms. Brown, right? Yeah. So I might be able to use that in order to make some of that stone. So that's cool. Let's get back to it. I just want to look through a couple more just so y'all can see the type of stuff we might be working with. Okay, what's this? Bleached bone cobblestone. Whoa, quarried cobblestone. What's this stuff like? How do you get bleached bone cobblestone? It's a chisel thing from bleached bone blocks, or from, I guess, any of these types of blocks. Okay. All right, so that might not be something I have access to right away. What else? What are these? Seared stone. Oh, I know how to make seared stone. Okay. Anything else? Oh, we got some of the Thaumcraft type looking rocks over there. What's this? Skystone. Okay, so Skystone, I was thinking I might use some Skystone as well. Skystone's really dark, though. But if I can get this lighter Skystone, how do you get that? Skystone small bricks will give you Skystone blocks. If I smelt Skystone, I get Skystone blocks. Aha! Okay. I might do some of that just for, again, some more variety. What else? Because I know we have a ton of Skystone. All right, and then we got the chisel 2 stuff, so I can get a whole bunch of different styles. Use that for, like, pathways and things. Okay, what's this? Holy stone. A feather plus stone gives you holy stone. Wow, there's so many different things. Okay, so there's plenty of different styles of stone that I can use to try and kind of vary up the structure. Because like I said, I'm going to want to try and make it look very natural, and natural is very hard in Minecraft, but we'll see what I can't do. Okay, so we're about 14 minutes into this episode already, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into the construction. I'll record myself doing all of the building and everything while I'm doing it, but I'll just probably do time-lapsey type stuff, maybe cut in every now and then and give you some little like breakdowns of what's going on so far, and then yeah, we'll move on from there. So I will see y'all in just a second. Enjoy the time lapse. Well, quick update on what's been happening so far. Let's check out what we got. So, at the moment, I've done all of the base work of laying down all the stones. I've got a nice big ridge of dirt that I've set up over there, and I've got the river, quote unquote, that I got over here. I need to fill in a couple more spaces of water because I've moved some things around a little bit. As you can see, oh, and hold on, let me, let's torch this up. I keep on having to check for torchy areas, but it's a big spot. Like if you look at the size of all of our other spaces, it's a pretty big spot. But from the air, I'm kind of digging what it looks like, other than, you know, the dirt doesn't look one hundo. But I think if we come over here, I might be able to spiff that up a bit with pasture seeds. I think these might help me to set some up. Boreal seeds. Does that mean trees? Ooh. Let's see what these do when I use them. I don't know what they do. I might have to destroy this ground. We will see. What does this do? Oh, all right, so that's some grass. It's growing a lot. That's growing fast. What do the boreal seeds do? Let me go put these over here and just quickly see, what does this do? Boreal seeds. Oh no, okay, no, I don't want that. I don't want that, I want these. Oh no, set this. I don't want podzol. I want grass, but that's fine. I mean, the podzol is not a bad thing to have, like, kind of dotted throughout here, I guess. But I mostly want grass to start growing. So I'm going to start laying these down. Hopefully the grass will do what grass does and start growing around. Let's put it on the lower areas. And I'm just going to use all those seeds. And we'll let that slowly grow while I'm doing the rest of this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plant a bunch of trees so I can start getting those growing. And then I'll start building the actual structure, which y'all will see. Which is not going to be a huge structure. It's actually going to be a pretty small structure. It's going to go right about here. And it's going to be a cool Japanese-style little area because it's what I saw when I looked at the pictures of the actual hot springs. And so then I'll do that. And then, then I'll talk about how we're going to actually put in the bees and stuff once we get that started. Overall, yeah, I'm digging what it's looking like right now. I've got a little bit of the randomness with the different colored stones. I might have to mess with that as we go through. It's not perfect at the moment, but it'll do. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to get back to that and y'all can watch some more of the good old time lapses so you can see what's going on. All right. See y'all there! All right, y'all, so I am back once again, and we are about to get underway with our construction. I have a whole bunch of resources that I got together. Actually, remember, we had these stone lanterns that we started with on our original Skyblock over there. Uh-oh, we're running out of time here for the sun being up. But I picked those up with my diamond pick, and I'm going to use those as decorative pieces, too. I just, like, had this thought last minute. Oh, we got some light problems down here. Definitely don't want that. Oh, yeah, that's right, the water probably flooded it at some point. All right, let me go hop in here and take a quick little nap, nappy poo. So I want to run you guys through quickly just like the stuff that I have together because again, I'm basing this off of the let's see, hold on, I got it written down. Takaragawa Onsen spa, or rather hot springs in Japan. Oh, hello. Oh, we have a piggy. I thought this might happen. So I put down all of the grass, the pasture, and we got a little piggy. He's gonna live in this forest. Oh my gosh, you are my best friend. Hello. You and Buddy are gonna get along so well. OMG. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have a pig. Oh, all right. We're gonna let you roll because I could spend hours just being so excited about my new little piggy friend. I didn't even know. I had no idea. I was just sitting up there. I was just looking down and I saw him like looking around. Oh my gosh, that's so good. So quickly, I'll run you through the different materials that we're using. I've got teak wood and poplar, or padalic, excuse me. Poplar are some of the trees that I put in there. We got poplar. We have poplar trees, which are those tall ones. We got hill cherry trees, and we've got willows, white willows. I thought that those would be really cool, nice colors to have around here. And the way that willows kind of hang over the water, I really like that. But we have padalic wood and the planks and a whole bunch of other components to it as well. And then teak as part of the complement. And then our roof is going to be made of these colored cyan bricks, which I'll show you how you make those. This is not how you make those. Let's try that again. There we go. You make bricks, right? And then you use cyan dye, which we have cyan colored drops. So I made a couple stacks of these. I don't think I'll need all of that, but I figured better to have more than less right now. I'm going to go ahead and get started on constructing this thing. And so I'll bring you guys back once it's done, but it's going to go somewhere right about here. And then we'll have a bridge that comes out from there that comes all the way across right to this land. And then, yeah, we'll see y'all on the other side. So see y'all in a little bit. Probably have a little bit, teensy bit more of some time lapses. Alright, y'all, I've been working on this for quite a while, so let's do the final unveiling, though you probably have already seen a good chunk of it from the time lapses, but this is where we're at right now. There are some changes that I'd like to make, but I think that this is a good stopping point for us for today. I've got lots of other work to be doing, so I'm going to have to call it just on my own workload. But also, I think we got it to a good stopping point for now. So let's go ahead and let's pop on through. Bam, ba, da, bam, 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 bam. It's a little hard to see from there. Bam. Let's fly out this way. It's a little easier to see this way. Do. So, check it out. We got our little guy over there. We got our little bridge over here. As you can see, there's kind of a disconnect here. This is something that I'm going to work on, is how do I want this ground to look here, this bridge? Do I want it to be padalic wood, or should I make it teak like that? I'll probably switch it over to being teak, because just looking at it this way, I like the contrast of the teak underneath with the padalic above it and then the cyan above that. So I'm probably, this one. So I'll probably replace all of this. That's just so loud. I need to replace this with the teak. I'll probably do that, but I'll do that on my own. We've got this little kind of starter thing on the actual hot springs that is real in the real world. They have a similar thing like this, where there's kind of like a little smaller hut that you kind of like enter in through, and then from there you go into the main one. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, I see the picture out of the corner of my eye. It looks a little bit more like something like this, where it kind of comes out even in the front as well. So maybe something like that. Something along those lines. I'll mess around with it again. It takes a little bit of work. If I can make some stairs of these, let me see. Uses. Doesn't look like it. But I'll mess around with it and see if I can't come up with something to make this a little bit more usable. But overall, I like the overall shape. This is going to be the main spa here. Obviously, it's not huge, but this is where you can kind of come and you can relax and everything like that. And then I want a way for you to easily get down to the spa itself. And what I think I might do is I'm going to replace some of this ground here with actual beehives, all right, that are facing underneath, right underneath the water, so that like you can float on through here. You got some animal buddies who come along and hang out with you, and you'll get all the nice rejuvenating effects no matter where you are in this place. So you can just be kind of in these nice baths. So yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end this. It's nighttime in the baths. It's great. We will make some changes in between episodes, so some of this is going to change visually, but overall, with that, thank you all for watching. If you like what you saw, please be sure to give this video a like, a favorite, and subscribe to the channel. My name has been Price, and I will see y'all next time at the Bee Spa. Woo!